late start. Just had a bit of technical difficulties. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set. It's been taking the longest boot on up, but looks like Rumble is going. Twitch going. So I just need YouTube to actually boot on up. And looks like YouTube actually booted on up. Relatively at a decent pace. Okay, yeah, it looks like that is good to go. Give me another moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's get started. Of course, I got a handful of replays. I do have a replay that was submitted to me. I'm going to do that 1 second. It is one later game and one also downloaded again. It's one of the recorded games 1 through 7 or second version of that same one. Yeah, more on that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and start off the day with this one. I got a Japanese replay without, how to put it badly, not with a certain player. I know some people, I have somebody who constantly upload replays, not a bad thing. I think he mains Japan, or he currently plays in Japan a lot, so he uploads a lot of Japanese replays. And I sort of try to not do too many of the same player, but either way, let's get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. It's on the south side as they're red Japanese. We have William Antics, or William Mathix? No, William Antics, 16. The 16th version of him. On north side as the blue America, we have Dogpool. Who doesn't want to have a pool filled with doggies? Gotta keep them rolling. Gunman goes down. He was stunned. He couldn't use gun. That's why he lost. But he was offering a peace treaty, which is worth inherently nothing. Red's a little bit idle with the villagers there. Also collecting a little bit of wood. Probably I just get a little bit of wood to get a secondary shrine. Right now I'm looking at the US player. Actually, no. He has quite a bit of wood at the moment. And he stopped collecting up wood. So he is immediately collecting the berry bushes. Does this map start out with you with a cherry orchard? Huh, when did Japan start off 2 cherry orchards? Was that a recent change where they start off 2 instead of 1? Wait, there's no berry bushes in the map. Is there some sort of unique map version for the Japanese so they get start off with digital berry bush? Because I don't see actually any natural berry bushes, so there's maybe something unique about this map which causes Japan to get 2 cherry orchards, which may actually give them more initial food. Not bad. After all, Japan can't eat meat. Delicious meat. Who doesn't want to eat tank on hooves? These guys are a bit more leaner than eating cow. Even though cows are awesome because you get cheese. Either way, we do have a deck selected for the Japanese. We've got the glorious land deck, which does also have a food shipment crate. Weird. I'm not a big fan of the 300 resource crates. I think only the Spanish can make good usage of them, but it is an infant crate in case the game goes stupidly late game. Especially for Japan, where they have all the time to shipments. So I think the term stupidly late game is a very adequate description of what possibly could happen if you have to rely on this, or could actually make usage of it. Either way, it looks like standard land deck. We got the Yumi Archer and Ashikaru Musketeer attack. With the bow, knocking out of riders, knocking out of hit points. Yep, looks like standard Japan. And for the American deck, we got the Matt deck. Oh dear god, it's the Wii Sports Matt guy. Everybody run! Either way, it does include the French, Spanish immigrants, and some hunting technologies here. So we may be eyeing more on the hunts. We got long rifles, we got the Magyar Hussars. Looks like a fast fortress aggression. Excuse me. Fast Fortress Aggression. He doesn't have Rolling Artillery. What heresy is this? Yeah, now looking at it, I was like, we do have the United States Marines, but we don't have the conscription card here. He's definitely going to try to win H3. He goes up to H4. He's probably going to be try to close out with the Magyar Hussars, which are a very good native shipment. And one of the few ways you can build them as a regular unit, because even with the Habsburg allies, which may be on the map, you don't get them to be mass producible. Yeah, because it has to be through the big button, which does mean you also get them for free. And there's also the mounted infantry, which is a heavy range cavalry, a very peculiar unit. Can't say that word for mine. Blah. Which can be very useful against generally infantry. They do get a ×2 multiplier. They have decent multipliers. A little bit more, like all native units, tend to be a bit more expensive for what they perform. A heavy range cavalry, which means they are going to be hard. Red does steal the treasure. They will be very effective versus the state militia, sharpshooters, and Ashigaru or Yumi archers. So if your opponent's going for light infantry, definitely eye these guys. These guys not only take less damage, they deal generally all good damage versus all infantry. They're inherently a ranged, ranged lancer with the multipliers as well. But since they all also classify as heavy cavalry, avoid fighting against light cavalry, such as the Carbon Cavalry and the Yasumbuma, however pronounce that, range archery cavalry of the Japanese. He is going to have 2 shipments available. When upon aging on up, he's going for the Torii Gates, so give him a military rickshaw and a samurai. A samurai can allow him to punish some early trading posts if his opponent went for any of them. Got a military wagon advancing. He's going to eye for an outpost. No, the outpost is already building. He is building a barracks and outpost here. He's going for double shrine wagons, and he doesn't see the aggression of his opponent. After all, his deck suggests fast fortress, not aggressive. Though he can always just deploy this stuff proximally and then eye for a fast fortress. He's not collecting up any gold. He's going to be aggressive. He can bring the Minutemen as well as some of the units. This will affect State Militia and Minutemen. I don't know why. He's collecting quite a bit of wood and food. Is he going mass State Militia? Yeah, he's going for State Militia. The rarest of all the US infantry. Because they're more or less a crossbow replacement. They do cost more than crossbowmen, but they do cost wood. Same amount of wood as a crossbowman. And I think they do have... They have, Crossbowman has plus 25% bonus damage versus heavy infantry. These guys have higher bonus damage against infantry, but they have really poor damage and range compared to Crossbowman. Crossbowman is 16-16. These guys are 13-13. But they do get a bit of a horde bonus. And I think their health is, of course, a little bit higher than Crossbowman. I don't know why. This may sound... Let's see... Crossbowman effectively has 20 damage against heavy infantry. These guys technically have higher, almost musketmen damage against heavy infantry. I do think musketmen and regulars are generally better than state militia in general purpose. I'm not a big fan of crossbowmen. I'm not a big fan, and by extension, I'm not a big fan of state militia. I think the paying a little bit more gives you a much better unit. But he is deploying some state militia. They do get a bit of a horde bonus. Plus 5% health is not a lot at the moment, so yes. He's not being aggressive. He can always bring the Minutemen for additional supplementary force. Even if Minutemen have a go down to 101 HP, they're still very cost effective. The state militia will be somewhat effective against the Ashigaru Musketeers. They're going to have roughly the same damage, less health, but of course have 1/3 of the or 2/3 of the cost, or 3/4 of the cost. This guy's 120. Does quickly take him out, but he has a quite a significant force here. Regulars do actually have more range than a state militia somehow. I just sort of find that weird. Regulars are overall a very good musketeer variant. They only cost they cost a bit more heavy in gold, as well as costing a little slight amount, 105 as opposed to 100. But they have a little bit higher damage and a little bit higher range, and the alpha damage for just getting the first shot at first is very important. I think it's gone for the Springfield Armory, so he's getting all the arsenal research for free. Just take a significant amount of time. Infantry breastplate for counter infantry rifle. Huh. No, counter infantry rifling. We managed to rush that out with the Springfield Armory. Maybe without the Springfield Armory, it may actually be better than the State Militia will actually get quite a bit of benefits if you actually rush out counter infantry rifling. I don't know what the cost of counter infantry rifling. It's one of those things where you just click on, for me, you just click on the upgrade and then don't think about it. He's pushing forward. He's fighting with a good number of Ashkar Musketeers as well as handful of Union Archers. So getting the counter infantry rifling sooner and going for mass State Militia would be better because it will give them plus 100% damage against these Ashkar Musketeer, which is quite significant to say the least. Yes. Allowing them to get plus 13 damage against them. Oh, they got increased range. Wait. They had 13 range. How did they get increased range? Am I... Oh. It's already gone the long rifle, so now they have decent range. As well as Minutemen get a little bit extra range as well. He went for the Spanish immigrants. I'm not a big fan of the pikemen. The pikemen are just... Even though weakened Minutemen are probably better than pikemen. When I say weakened, just half health Minutemen is probably better than pikemen. But pikemen do offer good torch damage. That's the primary uses there. It's more meant to raid and harass your opponent's trade. Or in this case, shrines. Those Minutemen, those free pikemen, not free pikemen, but the militia pikemen, I guess the best way to call them, will be best to actually not use as a military unit, but as a raiding unit. And burn down the shrines. And attention. If you see more and more of the enemy archers, it'd be a good idea to get the Habsburgs and get some of those funny looking infantrymen that are on top of horsemen. After infantry rifling is almost complete, he really should have gone that first. Infantry breastplate does increase the health of the State Militia. No? Did it? Can't tell that's... Yeah, that may be all from the Horde bonus here. Yeah, he really should have got the counter infantry rifling. It does improve the health of the pikemen, though. Those pikemen all go on down. They have inferior melee damage than the Ashkar Musketeers. And the enemy archers. But State Militia gains some good damage with the extra range. So these guys gain a little bit of choke point. The Ashkar Musketeers are going down. Enemy archers have 19 damage, 18 range. Or I suppose a 13 damage, 17 range. Against the State Militia as well, going from the Japanese side, the House of Habsburgs will be excellent here as well. The mounted infantry will be a hard counter to the State Militia. Not only they don't take the bonus damage, being not like cavalry, they also take the less damage. So yeah, both sides should eye mounted infantry. More State Militia being blown out. I like seeing State Militia since it's a rare unit. But like I said, I still have my issues with them, like crossbowmen. US players gathering quite a bit of resources, about ready to age on up. The Japanese players going for, has already aged on up. It's going for Way the Bow, which will increase the range of his Yumi archers by 2 and give them siege range as well. More Yumi archers. And do also have a handful of Naginata riders. And has 2 daimyos in the field. Daimyo Mototada from the shipment and Daimyo Masamune from the shogunate. So there's a lot of heavy cav there. Of course, 2 of the heavy cav are even heavier. They've been eating quite a bit. The horses are having trouble. Please help them. Now he's aging up to Indiana, which does give you access to potentially a free age up as well. So it takes a bit longer. It'd be a good idea to get out secondary towns while that's building. Of course, allows you to start progressing your next age up without needing to gather up resources for it. He does have the Corporal Minuteman, which makes the Minuteman last longer as well. He can. This is always a shipment you should go for immediately. The Virginian plan. There's no downsides. Oh, he has also one extra card you can get. There's no downside to get 2 extra shipments immediately. Other than it takes time. He does bring the pikemen as a spawn ambush, which is actually very useful. Spanish immigrants very useful. Daimyo Masamune does go down. Daimyo Mototada, I think he's down as well. No, Mototada's back here. Says he's not replaceable. And State Militia are having trouble. The outpost is not engaging the Naginata Rider, which is a bit of a problem. Handful of regulars pull on the field. Another round of Naginata Riders. More militia being brought in. He's not going to get the flintlock. Did he get a round of regulars from the age up? I think he did. More state militia there. Human archers come just vastly superior. Especially when they are disciplined. The reinforcements does allow them to win out. Daimyo Mototada is falling back. He's also bringing a shipment of state militia as well. Not going for the Massachusetts Volunteers, which does set them the state militia the veterans. So maybe better to go at that. So it does cost a little bit of food. Red is out of cherry orchards. Okay, he has another shipment of cherry orchards there. Very nice. And we do have, looks like one of the housing went down. There goes the housing market. Also collecting a shipment of books and wood. I really hate how Gunners Quantity improves artillery line of sight when it's still, I'm pretty sure the old research was like improving archaic archers, and yet it's still a bow or of a crossbow. They should really change that icon in my opinion. State Militia up straight forward. Enemy Archers trying to go in the melee. State Militia actually do have better DPS than melee. Enemy Archers have less DPS than melee. Daimyo Mototada charging way forward. Him being a heavy cavalry is very useful right now. Carbon cavalry and sharpshooters being pulled on the field. Carbon cavalry not going to be great against the enemy archers. Sharpshooters will be quite generally okay. Howdy.
Yes.
More gold or copper being collected on up.
Yes.
Sharpshooters are advancing. They have 20 damage and 20 range. Enemy archers have the way of the bow, so 22 damage and 20 range. So a little bit inversed. But I don't think the sharpshooters are a good idea. They do, as nice as they are and fun to use, they have a lot less hope than these disciplined enemy archers. More state militia brought on in. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the US composition at the moment. New archers falling back. Let's see, what is Red going? Aging up, going for more Ashgar Musketeers. Against all the state militia, since they have the counter infantry rifling, they get quite a bit of damage multiplier against them, so it'd be a bad idea to go for the Ashgar Musketeers. They age up. What's he aging up with? The Golden Pavilion, which will give what? Configurable bonuses? Yep, and also gives him a handful of Yumi archers. He does have the ×4 flaming arrow shipment seems pretty good to me if you can get that out first. Yumi archers firing away. Not going for the guard Yumi archer or whoever champion is called. Mine's drawing blank at the moment. Got some Minutemen mixed on in. Flaming arrows being shipped on in as well. Very nice. What a consulate ally he's gone for. I don't see a consulate. He has over 1,000 export. He can import quite a bit. Even the the large brigades, they cost like 1,200. The reusable 12 brigades. So he can bring in a pretty nice shipment of something. Daimyo Mototada will go down there. Got the flame arrows here. This will help him provide some good defense. Oh, got more flaming arrows. So he has 6 flaming arrows there. And relying on Daimyos to produce stuff. He's going for barracks now. Has another barracks already on the field. Getting some good hits there. Flaming arrow Yumi archer seems a pretty good composition at the moment. The flaming arrows have 75 damage, ×3 versus infantry. So they will basically one-shot all the infantry units. You'll kill off that man, and now his 2 dogs. They're mad because they killed off their dad. Wait. Cask of wine. Is that Cask of Monticello reference? You'd be surprised how much time that pops up as a reference. I don't know if he had ever had a dog. Or 2 dogs. Yumi archers and flaming arrows push way forward. As the flaming arrows attack, not the outpost. Yumi archers getting a little bit too close there. Armin cavalry engaged in melee range. A raid volley there takes out a line of the infantry. Armin cavalry's gonna go on down. Yumi archers still alive, holding the front line, taking out the regulars. That was once opponent very regular. Bring a shipment of musketeers, going for the disciplined Ashkara musketeers. And deploying out the Daimyo Mototada. Oh, you can redeploy Daimyo Mototada from the Shogunate. I forgot about that part. I assume it's only from the shipments, but you can get multiple Daimyos there. More state militia. Red is starting to run with the game. Blue has 36 villagers, opponent has 55. So Red has a much superior economy. But now got some Hussars, veteran Hussars engage some villagers, very good. No, those musketeers can rotate around and engage them. They have guns. Outposts on to go on down. More Ashkar musketeers, 3 queues them going. All of them from the Daimyos. We'll find some villagers here. Trade orchard's trying to run dry. Only 2,000 or less than 2,000 food remaining in that one. You probably could have brought in the sentries as well. Their pokey sticks are very useful. Pokey bamboo shoots, I should say. More state militia, more veteran hussars. As before, did lose one of his flaming arrows. Another outpost being built. What is blue going for? More hussars. Which now the mounted Ashkar musketeers, the hussars are going to be less effective.
Hello.
Hello. Same militia do go down there. Hussars trying to hit the flaming arrows. He does intercept some of these hussars with his Yumi archers. And it looks like none of the flaming arrows went down there. Culverins not being deployed and out. He does have upgraded health on them, though their base health was enough to withstand one Culverin charge, so you'll need two. He does have a mill back here. It actually looks like almost a lot of the local fauna has been collected. And these villagers can't collect any more local fauna here because they are grazing at the shrine. Looks like, yeah, he has this mill fully maxed out. Another round of veteran hussars. Yep, I think this point in time the game's over. Some of the flaming arrows starting to go down. He's starting to counter barrage the culverins. Fired a bad shot there. And blue does back the game now. This Anchorage saying, "Thanks for watching," and on to the next replay. And on to the replay that was submitted to me. So let's do it. Got my warm up in. Ah, it is Italians. I always like to learn how to play Italians better because I'm bad. Greetings everyone, and great here. Spawn as the blue French. We have Uwu Provider. Spawn north side as the red Italian. We have Zweisenstein 83. Let's see now. When it comes to as a map, we do have the House of Yagalon, which does give you access to the Balance of Powers big button, which I think people forget about. It can be very useful. Very useful for the Italians. I just realized that. Who needs Lombards? Get the Balance of Power big button, and then boom, all your resources are equalized, so you can ship in stuff from the papacy. And the other ones is the House of Vaza. You can get some vases, royal arquebuses, and winged hussars. I never really thought about the House of Yagalon being great with the Italians, but now I'll think about it, yeah, they could be pretty good for the Italians. Architect looks like spent some wood to build the market, and looks like a slow build on the housing. He has retained a decent amount of wood. Not sure how many of his treasures were from wood. He will kill off one of these brigands, and he's going to take their saber from Light Brigade worth 60 coin. Okay, they can no longer carry that in battle. Just ignore the pile of coins there. House being built by the French. We do have decks selected on it. We got the 1v1 land deck. Looks like a pretty standard French deck. You got some basic defense, your defense unit shipment there, your offensive unit shipment there. You got your fast forces shipments here. Got your cavalry, skirmisher, cuirassiers, dragoons, and also some armor pistolier shipment. And your factories and the heavy cannon in the Age 4. Also, his villages may be stupidly heavy. The Italian is going for a... Let's see, the Italians actually, it's always different. You never know what the Italians will go for. In fact, we don't see the, what's called Papal Lancer shipment in H2, which is a very powerful card. You have the Maltese Company, which does give you access to some fire throwers, hospitalers, and inquisitors. Hospitalers are the early halberdiers available for the Maltese. Fire throwers are the grenadier variant of the Maltese. And Inquisitors are a outlaw slash not outlaw saloon unit that does siege damage in melee. Costs us 26 population, so hope you're planning not to use some population housing, because that even takes a bit of wood for housing. And our allies got a age 3 musketeer shipment. That's interesting. No Freemasonry or Freemasons shipment. Does have frontier defenses, so he does have quite a bit of outposts. You may age up with the coin plus outpost ship age up. Has heavy fortifications, which I'm sort of surprised you don't have Freemason. That allows your architects to build more outposts. My current deck I've been playing with the Italians, I have the increased build limit of outpost card here, Freemasons, as well as this card here. So in age 3, I get 14 outposts for defense, and all built by architects for free. And then potentially upgrade them all with the forts in age 4. He does snipe the local doggo for his opponent. And that dog was going to wear a Siva lifeguard uniform. You monster. Another local doggo going down. If you see sealess hair meat, so his pups will go hungry for the winter. Aging up with the governor. I think that's the outpost plus coin. I can't remember. I never remember the politician names. We do have not stable being put on field, eyeing for best stability in his life. More couriers, bringing a shipment of couriers. He's at 14 versus 15 villagers for the Italians. Has a architect already queued on up. Notice we do see the Garbabaldini research, but we don't see the Aleppi research. Which does give his Bursagal, I can't pronounce any name, additional damage and give them better prioritization of fire, automatic prioritization of fire, so it's less micro intensive. But we don't see that shipment there. You see the ×2 Culverin and Falconet shipment. Here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of these hybrid shipments. Sure, it sounds really good on paper. It's probably very nice to have, but I like things very focused rather than generalist. And that is totally a me thing. He is bringing in the experience from collection Church Wagon. The free Basilica is very nice. More aura effects for faster building. One of these villagers, none of those villagers go down. Good save there by the Italians. He has currently 2 architects in the field. Get up to 3 on the field in this age. Oh, going back to the having the architects build the outpost as well. It's an outpost at maximum build limit or builder limit for architects. You can get 4 architects in age 3 to go along with it. It's very nice. Have them build a bunch of town centers, get in the Freemason shipment, and then have them build a bunch of outposts. He's trying to take out the Lombard wagon. He will throw some torches here. Of course, he does not have enough DPS to take it out. More Hussars pushing forward. Right now, Red's being very defensive. He's losing some economy. The Lombard has coin deposited in. It is perhaps from the Monte de Pieta research. Nailed that pronunciation. But it is coin, and he needs coin on the outside, not inside the Lombard. So he could either throw a bit of food in there. He does have enough food for us, so get some coin to start progressing his age up. I have a feeling he's going to try to eye for Fortress Age. You may want to take a shipment and go for... He doesn't have enough wood. Another reason why to get more food in the Lombard, so you can't go for the Maltese company. And our allies, no, the skirmishers will not be useful against these Hussars. So perhaps try to get out the 2 outpost wagons. Yep, no food in the Lombard. Oh, most of the villagers do take out that Hussar. And what is the French eyeing? Got more villagers here. Looks like he's cooled off the aggression. He is going for aging up, going for the Exile Prince, going for stagecoaches as well. barracks not being full of fuel, so he may be eyeing for his skirmishers, since his, I see his deck. Looks like going to be eyeing for skirmishers, skirm goon, with some cuirassiers mixed on in. That is what I'm predicting. He's also saving his shipment, maybe eyeing for the falconets, maybe eyeing for something else. He has deposited food inside the Lombards. Right now, when I play the Italians, I have a macro set up so it can automatically deposit food in the Lombards every so often, and sort of so I can just generally just focus on food and turn the food into other resources. And then once I get sort of run out of food, I start focusing, oh, I'm just going to be collecting gold and turn that into other resources. He has 3 shipments available. He has enough to age on up. Okay, he's going for fast politicians, which makes sense. He's aging up with the bishop. Was it the secondary town center? Can't remember. His opponent has already aged on up. The advanced politician is very necessary at this moment in time. He's behind. Going to be finding some falconets. We got some halberdiers deployed on out. I was not expecting that. They offer excellent melee damage and torch damage. And the thing as well, if the French player eyes the skirmishers, his opponent could ship in some Chavonze, or however you pronounce that, the counter skirmisher available at the Basilica. Of course, right now, he has 2 shipments available, so you can't ship stuff in. There will be too many delays in shipping, like if it was UPS. That gave him a cover wagon, and I'm pretty sure that advanced politician also gave him some experience. Falcon has caused some issues, as well as halberdiers. So a handful of passiveers wouldn't be half bad, or even just musketeers, honestly. You will have a secondary town center. You could perhaps deploy the militia here, and then combine 2 groups of militia. There's 1 set of militia. Falconets may want to turn their guns on the militia. We've got a round of veteran dragoons. There's 3 ships available. He needs to get them going. Go for either the Black Company or the Musketeer. He needs a little more coin. Just go for the Musketeers, then ship in the Black Company, I would say. Gotta get something going, because it's taking too long to get that enough coin. He has a market, sell off a bit of food. He's going for Black Company, which will give him Black Riders, Armed Pistoliers. That is basically mercenary, light cavalry, and heavy infantry. So Musketeer, Dragoon, Mercenary Edition. The town center will go down there. He has another town center back here, so it's not game ending. Just a big loss. He also has a bit of food here. He needs to throw that into the Lombard. There we go. He threw some in the Lombard. One Lombard does go down. There's the Black Company. Armored Pistoliers or Black Riders are going to be eyeing to engage those Falconets, rip that one apart. They only have the same ×2 multiplier, they just have really high base damage of 40. The Falconet has 200 health, 75% range resist. So the 5 Black Riders may be able to one-shot the Falconet. I think if they did there. He's losing quite a bit of infrastructure, which is not good. He's bringing shipment of Falconets, which is a good idea, and a fort. Maybe too late for a fort. There's the Falconets. That's going to be very useful here as well. You could try counter barraging the Falconet. Blue is falling back. Doesn't have a hard to counter the Falconets. He does get some monks here to get some healing going. Very nice. Some of these units are quite wounded. Monks are what? 100 resources? Yep. And so some of these units are pretty wounded. Just healing up those 2 dragons to full health. Probably pay for them. Have the monks pay for themselves. And if it's ever important to remember, monks have a maximum build limit of 30. Armored Pistoliers do have the deflection ability. I'm not sure if Black Riders do. But, and Armored Pistoliers do have 60% range resist as well as a little bit AoE. They're a good Musketeer mercenary variant. The deflection ability is very nice. There's a fort there that will give Red some more breathing room. It's going to rebuild some of the Lombards. French has 33 villagers versus 25, so the French economy is far superior. He has council here, but he's not building any villagers at the moment. He may buy for Fortress Age. He has a shipment available. Maybe a good idea now to go for Lucian Financiers. Villagers migrating to the coin deposit, the silver mines. Oh, and looks like Red does find this town center. Through a decent number of torches there. And we'll claim Buck. He found a free Buck. Black Riders now advancing. They do have the standard do half damage versus villager modifier. And now the talent player can age on up. He is bringing the Milanese arsenal. You know what's weird? Milanese arsenal is very nice, having your research cost 2% less, and also enables advanced research. Also gives you a free arsenal. What's really nice is it actually combos quite well with revolutions, or you can then get a whole bunch of research going, and get and the Italian +1 villager per research gets quickly allows you to get back your villager count going. It's also bringing Shipment of Priests, which is not a bad idea since you have a number of wounded mercenaries. And they're not super wounded, honestly. He is aging up with the Pope. Let's see. Pope. Can't remember what the Pope provides. I know the Papal Guard provides Papal Guards and enables the Guard, Pikemen, and Passavier research. The Pope offers... Yeah, I can't remember. Don't think that's the fort. If that is, something's very strange with the current Pope. If it is, provides a fort. Villagers do take some damage there. Neaking an outpost. Falconets would be a very good counter to them, as well as the fort itself. We won't be able to get the mounted riflemen from the Lombards because they did not go with the Cavalry Master, I think it's called, or the Age Up, or the Mercenary Contractor. I think it's actually called Mercenary Contractor. But he can bring in some Chavonze from the Papacy in order to bring in some counter-skirmishers. Dragons push way forward, take a bit of fire there. He's in good defense position, got a nice choke point there, and the Falconets. Does take a pretty nasty volley there, but he does have priests here. Does lose a Falconet to the mass skirmishers. He does lose both Falconets. That's a bit of an issue. He's going to factory, his only factory. And here's something I'm probably going to anchor some people. I'm actually not a big fan of the Papal Bombards. I also get them because they're a nice supplementary artillery piece. But Papal Bombards are probably the worst of the heavy artillery versus the Great Bombards, heavy cannons, and rockets. Or they offer, I think, the least amount of damage against infantry. They do have the deflection ability, but in my opinion, they're not that great. He's bringing some research here. He is getting some cavalry research. Range cavalry cavalcade. I wonder if there's any mercenary. He didn't go with the mercenary contractor, so can't get out the mounted riflemen, which are counter skirmisher cavalry. Inara does get the church research there to get the carbiner, which improves the attack speed of all ranged cavalry as well, including mounted riflemen. No other Habs. Hope Hero? I think he was doing that for the villager production. He has a town center. He has enough resources for a revolution. Bring in steam powered. So I think he's eyeing for a revolution of some sort. I am not sure what he's eyeing. Overall, okay, the French just aged on up to what? I'm not sure. I see coin here. I think he went for, what's it called, the Tycoon. Give you a bit of coin rebate. He is shipping in a factory, and the plans on Culverns. Very nice. And he has revolted to the Argentinians, which does give you some of these gauchos. These are not classified as outlaws, even though they have like the cowboy skin. They are, let's see, they are light cavalry, light range cavalry. They do get the increase, so he didn't go with the carbine and improve them even more, which will improve their attack speed. This revolt deck does give you the Calabros research, which does apply to Papal Lancers. So this will make your Papal Lancers do plus 100% damage versus infantry, and give them what, +1 range. And if you really lose your Lombards, you can always get the Buenos Aires. You can also get settlers replaced. Got some livestock stuff, saloon stuff, more Spanish Lancer stuff. But yeah, just remember, this does affect the Papal Lancers. They are a Lancer unit. Oh, great. Don't click on the spam link. I should really look in the way to prevent those spam bots from posting links. I do have a... I need to remove the setting of posting links. I usually like to let people post links so they can post me a replay. I can say Company Roast 1, but at this point in time, I'm getting hit by more spam links. He is also bringing the coin from the factories. He's not going for Papal Lancers. He's also bringing these mounted Granados, which only cost food. Huh. Now that's interesting. I didn't realize... Is that a Lombard unit? Is that a mercenary that only costs food? Yeah, he has some mounted Granados. I need to look at Argentinians a little bit more. The approved Papal Lancer is a very good idea. I've been looking most of the Brazilians since you can bring in fast shipments. So you can really bring in the Papal shipments. Got the Revolutionaries engaging. They still have the deflection effect by the nearby armored Pistoliers, so it's very useful for them. Fort does get a good shot there. Got a number of the Voltigeurs, the Elites Royal Guard skirmisher for the French. Got a number of heavy cannons here. The Basilica is starting to fire. Now bring in San Martin, which also delivers them San Martin, 13 mounted Granados, and 10 Dragoons. Mounted Granados are heavy range cavalry and light range cavalry. They are all cavalry types, so they will take bonus damage from Dragoons and bonus damage from skirmishers. They do offer a decent siege damage. They offer 14 range as well. They're a little bit of a double-edged sword. They are classified as all cavalry, so they take all the bonus damage. Culverin does get ripped apart there. Very nice. Got a number of mortars in the field. Gets good volley there. The grenades don't do less damage versus cavalry, however, which is interesting for a grenade unit. But since they are classified as ranged cavalry, they are affected by the Italian Carbiner church research. Get some good damage there. The Revolutionaries are getting some good damage as well. Number of Black Riders still alive. Mortars pick out some Lombards. He does have a shipment that can get them replaced quickly. We can always build on some more Architects as well and build them for free. Some of these villagers are going to get grenaded. Grenades are effective for civilians. As of right now, looks like the Argentinian army is very vulnerable to skirmishers, so Frenchmen should just eye for more skirmishers. Skip the Dragoons, go straight skirmisher. Skirmishers will do bonus damage to the mounted Granados, as well as bonus damage to the Revolutionaries, and what remains of the Black Riders. Navy Cannon does go down there. We've got a number of people still alive for a good amount of healing. Villagers may want to migrate down south for this winter. We got all cavalry at combat. Got more of the mounted Granados being flown field. 150 food, which can be cheap and can be expensive depending how stuff goes. He has a decent amount of food income. I'm not so sure from what though. It must be something related to Argentine needs. Doesn't have the settler research as well, so I'm not sure where his food income, but he's making a decent income. Mortars are starting to get hits there. Oh, those grenades, however, are doing great damage for the skirmishers, so even though they counter the mounted Granados, they get countered by them as well. And it looks like the Frenchman does back out the game. This Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. That one's complete. Cast a little bit too much of Japanese, so let's find. This one should be fine enough. I'm about ready to sneeze. Give me a moment. That sneeze not coming out. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H. Oh, that one's not good. Let's go with this one here. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another H-Powers 3 replay. Spawn on the south side as the red Mexicans with Caped Baldy. Spawn on the north side as the blue Aztec of Zay Lele Asterix. Let's see now, no deck selected. When it comes to natives of the map, we do have a very important native. The yak, or water buffalo. So we got some water bison people collect on up, as well they can collect up some Usadati Temple or the Bhaktiri Temple. No, actually I haven't seen this one all too often. You get Tiger Claws, which I think are classified as shock infantry, I'm just not sure. And some war elephants, so you get some elephants without going Indians. Tiger Claw hit points, little villagers gather from berry bushes faster. And yoga. Forcing your troops to take yoga classes has increased their attack of infantry and cavalry. The reason why they get increased attack because they have to burn off the anger of being forced to take yoga. Because I would assume yoga would be some like speed upgrade, but no, it somehow increases attack. Probably because it's forced. And the Usadati Temple, which gives you chalk and throwers, which is a bit more of a unique unit. They are a light infantry unit that functions similar to grenadiers. They also give you increased hero hit points. That could be very useful for the Aztecs, since they more rely on their hero a little bit more due to the nature of the experience aura bounty, which is very nice. And let's see what else is there. Punjabi New Year. Increase the gathering of mills, states, livestock farms. Looks like increases both coin and food, I think. We do now the age up. We do have the Flaxcala being aged on up, and he has not selected a shipment just yet. Okay, he has. The S1, I see no independence movement. A lot of shipments in age too. I have no idea if the Mexican's going to revolt. Very likely he will, because Mexicans and the Mexico tends to revolt. I'm going to say a really bad joke, but I'm not going to say it. Insi? We do got the two excellent slinger shipments, the Mayan allies, as well as Coyote Runner stuff, including Coyote Runner tactics. Do something useful? I'm not sure what he's saying. The Eagle Scout does go down. We do have the Coyote Runner Temple and the Jaguar Prowler Knight Temple, as well as the Slinger Temple. So looks like he's going to go for Slinger, Coyote Runner, and Jaguar Warrior. Slinger combat, Knight combat. Does not have Knight attack, just Knight hit points. And the Aztec mining will allow it to turn the Coyote Runners and the Slingers wood cost and coin cost. It's a bit more convenient, plus giving plus 40% better collection rate from mines, as well as make coin last longer. It is an excellent card, honestly, Aztec mining. He is aging up to the Elder. His opponent is getting the Tlaxcala Embassy, which can give him some Jaguar Warriors, as opposed to Jaguar Prowler Knights. He's also going for a big round of Insurgents, so we got a bit of insurgency on the field. Insurgents are basically a discounted Rodialo. And Red has claimed both of the trading post center. Interesting. Let's keep an eye on the Mexican player. He has a shipment available. He's going for native treaties, so he's going to get that going. We got... Oh, Woodhire Travis is not going to run away in time. The Insurgent's going to hoe him. And the War Chief is nowhere near having enough health. He does start building. I don't know... Insurgents don't have enough torch damage there. He does go with a big button of Jaguar Prowler Knights. Jaguar Prowler Knights are a halberdier variant with bonus damage versus heavy infantry, so they also fulfill the role of a skirmisher. Oh yeah, and also forgot to ban that one scam link in between last game of this game. So there's the shipment from the natives. Oh, he gets even a War Elephant. Whoa. Yes, let's see, the War Elephant offers bulk damage, less damage in comparison. The Hussar has 30 damage, but this does have 2 AoE. It is also more or less a Lancer variant, so it does have... It's actually a bit more of a extreme Lancer variant than normal, offering even higher multipliers and negatives. It does get some Tiger Claws, which are more or less a Lancer variant. So it's a shock infantry version of a Lancer. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. So it would be a bad idea for the Aztecs to deploy out the Slingers. Even though they would do much damage versus the Insurgents, they will do less damage versus the they'll have trouble versus all the Lancers. We also got some Conquistadors, a fan favorite. Going for a round of Chalk Throwers and bringing a shipment of Villagers. We got a shipment of the Holcomb Javeliers, which is probably going to be very good versus all those Lancers variants. Holcomb Javeliers, they have less damage than Musketeer, but they have twice attack speed. The base DPS is roughly 20 versus the Musketeers was it 23 or 24, but they do offer higher health. So the Holcomb Javeliers are just a bulkier Musketeer with less potential overkill and less cavalry multipliers. There's the Warriors. They do 20 damage. They have less health than Militiamen, and they have a kill bounty. The worst version of all the militia, and that elephant got excellent damage there thanks to its AoE and bonus damage to infantry. That elephants will rip apart the Warriors, no problem. The Warriors are being ineffective. Slingers are back here. The He still has a number of Jaguar Prowler Knights in the field, all four of them. Villagers idle, at least one. Bringing the shipment of the Warrior Priest, very nice. He just only has the one of the... Oh, no, he has two. So you did build out, queued up one Warrior Priest. And not get a second one from the Mayan calendar. Army of the Pure. Is that a native? Yep, that was that one. Which is... Okay, increases the range of chakrams by 2. Chakram throwers are... They do bonus damage. They are light infantry with a bit of AoE. They are technically classified as a grenade troop. But they don't do siege damage. They are a weird unit. I don't really know how to describe them. We got a round of conquistadors being shipped on in, villagers, and a shipment of coin. And maybe I'm to age on up. Red's pushing forward with this mobile force. 6, 6, and 6. He has right now 5 warrior priests. He does not have the 5 warrior priest shipment. Market going on up. Got quite a bit of native units for the Mexicans. They have 40 population versus 40 population. But clearly, oh, I suppose these Hokum Javeliers also a, a native unit. And the warriors are no population as well. So you can always garrison inside the citadel as well. He does get warded away there. He does almost have enough food to age on up. Just need a little bit more. He needs to collect those crates of coin to age on up as well. No trading posts have been claimed. More villagers. You will now have 34 versus 29. Now we got the age on up for the Aztecs. The messenger. The message is attack. He almost had enough for another shipment as well. He's collecting also additional gold. He may be eyeing for one of the temples. Against his opponent's composition. I have no idea what temple he should go for. Conquistadors will rip apart the Coyote Runners. The Chalk and Throwers will rip apart the Jaguar Prowler Knights. Yeah, it may be a good idea to go to the Slinger Temple at this point. I mentioned beforehand, I don't think Slingers are a good idea, but now I think Slingers are a good idea. Needs a little more coin for that. One house does go down. Shipment now available. He is going for shipment of villagers, okay. Just help him catch on up. We got some salty arrows, a light infantry unit, and tiger claws, a shock lancer, and bring a shipment of insurgents. He is not aged on up, nor is he's somewhat close. Will he revolt? Jaguar Prowl Knights in camouflage. Got a noble hut there, but that will be interrupted. There's way too much force here. The villagers just get on out of there. Got a big conflict here. Exactly the more dance. Red's starting to fall on the back. Blue has a decent army, but I think Red's is larger. But Blue's does have a bit higher. No, he probably doesn't have any additional quality. I don't think he's got any. No, he has elite slinger research. The insurgents do manage to close in a couple of slingers. Monkeysaurus firing away. These guys are pretty stacked on up. What is he doing? He just move ordered those guys to death. Red has not also placed down the, inspiring flag. And Red just crushed the army because I think Blue just moved forward. Jaguar Prowl Knights are hitting these shotgun throwers, which are not, they don't get any bonus names there since they're classified as light infantry. And Blue casting GG. And it looks like they are chatting. I don't know why he was trying to attack the hero. He says he was trying to attack the hero. I'm not sure what was going on there. By the way, this is Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Yeah, there's no reason to focus down the Mexican general. I can see a war chief, depending on the situation, but Chip, that's never a good idea. Get greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Fires 3 replay. So on bottom right side as the blue Swedes, we have Julian K. Small on top left side as the red Japanese, we have Madonna. When it comes to Nea's map, we do have the House of Yagalan, which gives you a very important big button, the balance of power. And we got the House of Vaza, which give you access to Royal Arquebus and the Winged Hussar. It's also going to make your village gather 25% faster, which is okay. As a short burst, it can be quite nice, but nothing too critical. Got some torps here. If he kills these livestock, the caribou, the reindeer, next to the torps, they will of course get collected from there. Yep, and it looks like this one is getting collected up next to the caribou. Looks like these guys are fighting some sort of series, just based on that chat. Now the player selected a deck. Red will kill off the local doggo and steal his hare meat, so his pups will go hungry for the winter. He will shoot that man's dog. That's a good reason to get angry at him. Does peel off one of the units. He could deploy the marksman there. Does get this guy leashed back on in. Red's Trader Rickshaw does spot these guys. It is a morph rabbit. What's a roof rabbit? Is that a cat? That may be a cat. Deserted pikeman will get his just desserts and his early violin. You monster. He was an inspiring musician, and you slaughtered him. Okay, he's collecting up the caribou. I don't know why. I thought he was collecting up from the berry bushes for some odd reason. Because I am blind. And insomnia. And right now I have a bit of insomnia. Local doggo going down. He will steal his broken wing of a Polish hussar. You monster. He was going to get that repaired and wear that into combat. You monster. We got the governor being shipped on in. And the Japanese player is now going for a market. There we go. He's aging up with the Tora Gates. Also, let's explain their decks. We got Team Shindondo, which is a weaker, what's it called, economic theory, but it affects the entire team. His entire team will appreciate it. Let's see, looks like otherwise standard Japanese. Got Yumi Archer attack, Ashgar Musketeer attack, Enigmatic Intrigue, Way of the Bow, Ino Rush. You also have Daimyo Kiyomasa, Kiyomasa, and Shogun Tokugawa. Looks like we got a bit of trash talking. And we got the 1v1 deck. Looks like pretty standard Swede. Got the House Burnett, got the Eisenberg Ironworks, Dominions, Church Research, Snaplock, Carolins. You also can get some Jaegers. And the Siva Lifeguard. Oh yeah, and I've been forgetting to ban that one spam bot. Both players in the economic phase. There we go. Removed.
Redo för eldgivning.
Outposts being deployed out here next to the barracks, I think. Blue's gonna be aggressive. Red is not aggressive at the moment. We got now the consulate going on up, as well as the barracks. So he's gonna be fighting against some sort of early rush. We got a Carolyn being shipped on in. Apologies. Or being deployed on in, I should say. The Mac Intrigue being shipped on in, as well the Shrine Wagons. We do now have the steel traps and the leather cannons. It is also the ×2 leather cannon and not the leather cannon and artillery foundry. That does cost a little bit of food. After all, leather cannons have to feed their families somehow. After all, they're going to have a bunch of small little muskets in one day. Going for Japanese isolationism. They also bring in the Daimyo Mototada. One shot there. Now we've got a good number of the Ashgar Musketeers now pulling the field. We've got a good number of Carolins. They offer higher attack speed. Ashgar Musketeers, of course, higher quality. Leather cannons do 40 damage times 2. They won't one-shot these Ashgar Musketeers, but they will put a pretty good sized hole into them. Daimyo Mototada charging forward. His only heavy cavalry hook over on the cannon. He will receive bonus damage from the cannons at range. Going to melee against the Daimyo, maybe not best. He does take out the Daimyo. Leather cannon taking severe damage. Both leather cannons do go down. He has brought the irregulars as well. Bringing some Shinobi, which are a light unit that effectively is the same as a musketeer, but they will receive less damage from this outpost. She will get down the villager. We got 20 villagers versus 22. One shipment available. Carolins do get a bit of damage there. There's the Shinobi. They offer 23 damage, 14 range, and Musketeer health. Adolf does go down, but knocked to a bullet himself. Got a round of Carolyn's been brought in, and he's actually mainly playing on some leather cannons. Stable now being shipped on in, getting a bit of stability in his life. Carolyn's do offer really good melee damage. Less damage was a light infantry melee. They offer no anti-cavalry or shock multipliers, so they are weaker. Naginata Riders being a Lancer variant may actually do quite well against them. Though they do have better bonus damage against heavy cavalry at range. So you have to brave the guns to brave the swords. Leather cannons straight forward. He's pushing forward the Shinobi. They don't get any bonus damage to them, nor do they save less damage. They are classified as infantry. Yes, they are classified as infantry. So leather cannons are reasonably effective versus these Shinobi. Another round of leather cannons, very nice. More leather cannons being brought on in, and villagers. One villager gets annihilated by the cannon. Push way forward. Here comes Naginata Riders. Does take out one of the leather cannon. Naginata Riders, one does go down. Two of the leather cannons do go down. More leather cannons explode on out. Naginata Riders do go down. More cannons explode on out. And now get the Carolyn charge. And they do less damage against Shinobi in melee since they are classified as light infantry. A weird interaction that does not really matter at this moment because he just crushed him. And looks like Red has been knocked out of the game. I don't think much you can do versus all these Carolyns. They take out all the leather cannon. Single Naginata Riders charge the way forward. But the 50% bonus damage range against it will rip them apart. And that is the end of the replay. This is Android saying, thank you for watching. On to the next replay. Hopefully get some replays that does not involve Japan. Yep. No offense, I've been casting quite a bit of Japan, plus I need to use the restroom. It's a good time for me to restart the game to help prevent the sound bug. One moment. While that's loading on up, I'm going to use the restroom. Apologies, I am back. Let's see. Let's just go do some of these recorded games. Oh, actually, let's do a 2v2 or 3v3. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Bars 3 replay. Spawn on bottom side as the Magenta Autumns with MNR. Spawn as the yellow Swedes, we have Sheer Bear. And spawn as is green British allies, we have Swordfish. Swordfish. On top right side as the red French, we have Naughty. Spawn as the blue Ottomans, we have Ma Wei. And spawn as the cyan Dutch, we have King Turk, who's not playing as a Turk. Maybe a rebel to the Turks. I don't know who. Can the Dutch rebel to the Barbary states? Probably not. Oh, no deck selected just yet. No deck. Oh, we do have a deck here. AT. A lot of H1 cards. Let's see. So it's like some sort of cavalry deck. What's this here? Team House of Tudor. Teams, manors, shrines, villagers build much faster. Not really that useful, honestly. The most useful that thing could probably be used for is Italian ally, I'm guessing. Because build faster is nice and all, but not critical. A lot of wood research. He has a Virginia company, so he's eyeing for some sort of villager manor boom. Ottoman, Janzaro, so I'm guessing going for Janissary. That looks like a Janissary focus deck. He does have some cavalry combat, as well as the riding school, as well as the Meraki school, and our allies as well to get some H2 skirmishers. Let's see. Oh, got some green cards here. Bonnie Mine, Fallon Mine. Mines last longer, team cards, so your entire team gets a copper mine, but as well as make your mines last longer. Does improve collection rate, something for later shipment when maybe when your team is running low on coin on your southern map. Not a high priority shipment. Regal constructions, your entire team gets a trickle wood, as well as make your villagers gather and make your team's trees last longer. Okay. The wood trickle for the entire team is quite nice. Making your trees last longer is a little bit interesting. Cyan wants his blue autumn ally to build obelisk guns rather than janissaries. We got banks. We got the team infantry hit points. French, standard French, does have the team cavalry attack. Ottoman num 2 has the R deck. And this is the blue one. Okay, this is a guy who wants him to go for janissaries. Sapahi, Fast Fortress something. No, the team cards in later ages. Ottoman deck, of course, but this is janissary deck. Nothing later ages. Nothing later ages. When I say nothing later ages, I don't see anything that would be a team shipment later on. Because most of the time, team shipments are age 2 and age 1. There's not many age 3 team shipments, are there? Huh, funny guy. Let's see, Dutch players collecting quite a bit of wood. He may be eyeing for some sort of bank boom. We know he has the 2 bank cards. So yeah, he's eyeing for some sort of banking system. Fugitive, Dark Cults being gunned down. Sign does lose Explorer a little bit foolishly. These guys offer a staggering 35 damage. That's actually quite a bit. And Blue's Explorer's gonna go down as well. 5% discount on most coin costs. That's not bad. Coin costs. That sounds like includes both units and upgrades, and perhaps age up as well. That's a very powerful treasure to obtain.
Klaar.
Cyan has a military wagon in the field? Okay, what is it eyeing?
Ik voel me nu wat sterker.
We got barracks, and stable here. So Team Northside has their forward production here. Team Southside, what defense do we see? Nothing. Nothing, but you got an arsenal wagon and military wagon. What age up was that? That's quite an age up. Wait. What is this? 15 elk? Now I'm more looking at this deck, more like wondering, what on earth is this deck? We got 2 fort stuff, which is quite fun. Have multiple forts in age 3. Those looks like Hulk Pelty's deck. So it was a light cavalry deck. Got it. But 15 elk can be nice, but all the fauna provides what, 400 health? So that is 15 times 400. What, 6,000 food? You can cook up at a standard rate. If my math is incorrect. Red has a round of Hussars. They have claimed this treasure there. I wonder if it was Blue who picked it up.
Commando.
His villagers have a discount, so it applies to units. That is a very good treasure for anybody, honestly. Dutch, of course, have cheaper villagers for that. Halberd is now being deployed and out by the Dutch. Oh yeah, it's, the Dutch can get out age 3 halberdiers. Like, this is an age 3 unit because they are even veteran as well. There's no age 2 halberdier in the game, standard halberdier, and so these guys are veteran. They have their full veteran stats. So they're a very powerful unit in age 2 to say the least. I suppose the Swedes can also get them as well through a church shipment. British dying for some Hussars, which is not going to be very British of them. He has a decent amount of... He has gone for Virginia Company. Silversmith is not good. Openkopf Hussars. We do now have a round of Janissaries spotted by the Ottoman. Very nice. That would be Team Southside Janissaries, but there's just too much here from the gauge. Janissaries have higher melee damage, but lesser damage multipliers against cavalry. And so they think they do like 5 or 6 less damage against cavalry in melee. Their base damage is lower, but the health is incredibly high. We've also got H2 skirmishers for the Dutch as well. And H2 skirmishers can be quite nice. Hussars will be the counter to them, however. We got the seal bearer traps for green. We got Hulk Pelties being shipped on, as well as the blunderbuss. Action is falling back, did a good amount of damage there. French eyeing for more Hussars there, so red has a massive number of Hussars. Azaps would be a good idea to counter them. They're still customs heavy, so the skirmishers will still do bonus damage against them. Alcapelties, that will be useful against the mass Hussar, that's for sure. So the Swedes have good counter to the French cavalry. The marksman being shipped on in for the blue Ottoman. So the northern Ottoman player. Got the Ironmonger shipment. He's gonna have a good collection rate, Aztec level Aztec mining collection rate, but still Well, this is not a good deck. Sure, I can see that deck being somewhat useful in, say, a treaty, but even then, not so much. Oh, green has a good number of Hussars. So the British Hussars, a weird unit to see in Age 2, was harassing the Dutch.
Yes.
More Hussars there, so the British player has a significant amount of Hussars. We'll find a round of skirmishers they can quickly pick on off. Janissaries are not here in large enough numbers, so the English Hussars should stay around. The Halberdiers are rotating around. They are not the speediest of people. Blue's army is not falling back, and be a good idea to pull out a priest or two just to get healed on up everything. Barracks now being pulled on by green. And taking time to destroy that trading post is not a bad idea. We do now have the veteran Janissaries for research. Both Ottoman players have aged on up. This player has a ship available. Eisenberg Ironworks maybe not half bad at the moment. I don't know how many. Oh, got the copper mine. So he has gone for the copper mine. Let's see. It does not appear to, the Team Fallon mine does not appear to affect the draining of the copper mines for the Torfs. Because if you read carefully, you see something from Mountain Monastery to change its auto gathering rate, but does not say anything about Torfs gathering slower. So it does not appear to affect Torfs. Blue Janissaries quickly picked on down, Magenta's Janissaries pushing way forward. Green's Hussars move around. Cyan has an army here. Blue's trying to go for a forward town center. Green's Hussars has to be a bit careful. Gotten a good number of longbowmen field. They're not veteran, of course. He's not aged on up. The Swedish player is aging on up to the bishop, allow him to move diagonally a little better. The exile prince for the Dutch. Nobody for the French. Nobody for the English. The French English has very composition with just a good number of Hussars and not aging up. Explorer does go down there. Shipment available for the Ottoman. Maybe a good idea to just go for the fort. Got the round militia deployed on out of the field. Hussars push forward, as well as the militia. Halberdiers getting some good damage onto those Hussars. Longbowmen engaging these units in general. The militia will be taken out. We've got a number of obelisk guns here, which are going to be ineffective generally. And it looks like the Hussar or the Halberdiers will defeat the Hussars. And since they're in the cover formation, they do take less damage from longbowmen, and longbowmen have relatively poor damage multiplier. Got some root here to pull on the field, which the longbowman would do just fine against them. So overall, English longbowman probably the way to go for the Englishman. Swedish player, I am not sure what he's doing at the moment. Swedish player has aged on up, and so has the French. Only Englishman has not aged on up. Dutch going straight to age 4, bringing the The Viceroy, I don't know what he brings on in. French players aging up to the Tycoon, which give a bit of a coin rebate. Ottoman player aging up to the Grand Vizier. And the Englishman... Why is there at the advanced market? Moving on. Other Ottoman players bringing some research. So it's the blue Ottoman who's going to H4. The Swedish players going for more Halkapeltis. I'm not sure what they've been doing this entire game. Swedish players also going for the Royal Mint, which does not affect the Orps with its coin collection rate. English player has a mill here when he could simply collect up from a local fauna better. I suppose, not sure. He's trying to use the Second Amendment, but of course it's Britain. They don't have the Second Amendment, nor the First Amendment. And right now, Village is collecting up a rate of 0.77, which is decent. Pretty decent for age 2, but still not great. The entire North team has now aged on up to age 4. Magenta is counterattacking, has an excellent number of Janissaries. Yellow has an excellent number of the Veldon Halkapeltis. He's a decent damage on everything. And a little bit AoE is very useful right now. I think the Swedish player has... Nope. They have not got increased range on the Halkapeltis just yet. Got some support here put up by blue. Reds and blues cavalry does go down. Magenta's now push forward some Janissaries. We got some great bombards here. If Green's able to take them out, that'd be great. Long will push right forward. They will be good versus these root here. We also got some of these Royal Guard Halberdiers. Gun Halkapeltis moving around. Routier seeing some damage there. We got some red Dragoons push way forward. Halkapeltis gain some decent damage to the Dragoons, a bit of splash. Janissaries are firing away as well. He has half them in melee mode. Against Dragoons, probably be just decent just to shoot them, because the range means they actually can't do damage. Routier firing away as well. Some of them get into melee mode. They don't have any AoE attack in melee, but they do have really good melee damage at 28 as well as 26 range damage. So their melee damage is excellent in comparison to Dragoons. They have... Oh, don't see their melee attack in this mode. I'm pretty sure it's the Independence Lance or Independence Dragoons, actually only Dragoons with decent melee damage. And that's a Brazilian revolt unit. Halkapeltis getting some decent damage there. Janissaries moving around. Do now refrigeration for the Swedes. Dutch bringing more skirmishers. Against all the light cavalry, that makes sense. And against Janissaries, that makes sense. More dragoons for red. Autumn player. This autumn player, the blue autumn player, has triple town center, but he's not producing anything. He's not pop cap, so you may have forgotten to get any more church research or mosque research. There's a villager. 25 out of 25. He is. The extra towns are just doing nothing. He is making a critical error there. Yeah, 25 villagers at this point in time is not great. British player going for more Longbourn Dragoons, so he has aged up to H3, so we've got all H4 versus all H3. Sour Lemon build. What on earth is Sour Lemon? What on earth is Sour Lemon? Am I... Oh, it's a saloon name. The Sour Lemon. Sorry, I don't know why. To be fair, I don't know those saloon names. If I would ever make my own saloon, I would name it the Bloated Goat. That sounds like a proper English-sounding saloon name, or our pub name. Great bombards, putting some great shots into these structures. Green's starting to get overran. He's overall, I believe, in my opinion, the weak link for Team Southside. So right now, the Autumn player is having trouble. He has 43 villagers, so he's doing better on villagers than Team Northside Ottoman. But overall, he's been doing quite good on aggression. He has quite a bit of resource stockpiling up. He has church research. Maybe I'm bringing some Nizium Fusiliers. Alcapelti is engaging in melee over on these units. Spahi do have good AoE effect, while the Alcapeltis do get good bonus damage against them. Yeah, Spahi's AoE is actually being very useful right now. Though they're all pretty wounded, he may want to fall back to some Imams, get the healed on up. We're gonna have skirmishers there. Bazaar is doing a good job, but they're getting ripped apart by the Royal Guard Halberdiers. S. Stop attacking house. I'm not sure what sign's saying about stop attacking house. Got some cavalry archers being pulled them out. Got a good number of Sipahi for blue. Your guard Sipahi. Let's see. He still has not rectified his village production. There we go. This is not good. He should be at, with Triple Town Center, he should be around at 70 villagers. Dragoons getting ripped apart there. Down south, or over here, got a blue plantation here. Artillery foundry, got a trading post here as well. Red has some scattered forces here and there. Magenta has an army. Veteran cavalry archers, which should be good against those guard Sipahi, and suppose some janissaries, generally good versus everything. Cyan has a massive army, and these halberdiers will rip apart these structures, no problem. British player is aging on up, has a round of 5 falconets. That's actually a good call. And looks like the end of the game. It looks like Team Northside was going to lose either way. The Zangride saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That was this one, right? Let's see, any of these name sounds good. I'm sort of tired of casting for Japan. I think I've done this one, so I'm just delete that one. Old Chachapoya Greed. That is Incan with a stuff. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on bottom right side as the blue Mexicans, we have a foreign name. On as the yellow Swedes, we have GTRO. On left side, top left side is the red Incans, we have John Pork. And spawn as the magenta Dutch, we have Yera. Let's see now, no deck, and no deck. When it comes to natives on the map, got the House of Yagalon and the House of Odenburg. I don't know. Oh yeah, this map tends to cause me some lag spikes. My apology. I think I just have to make sure just not stare at the water. Does that cause some lag spikes for me? My apologies. There's nothing I can do for that. This map just is laggy. I have no exact reason why. Trading post being pulled out. The Mexicans. Torp has been pulled out here. And he is in range of the Torp, so want to make sure the hunts get down near the Torp, so it too can collect some delicious reindeer. Just be careful, some may have a glowing red nose, in which you may want to get some radioactive testing on that. We do have a deck, the whole deck. Includes the Sapa Inca, improve your war chief hit point by 75%. Does not increase the damage of the explorer or war chief like other cards this age. So more health, no damage, enables native hit point action, enables damage or action, enable hit point action, enables native damage or action. I know the aura effect improves the damage of native warriors, so this may increase it a little bit further with natives and generally everything. Tumor Metallurgy. Villagers gather coin faster, mines last longer. So that's just a better, what? Ironmonger shipment? Not bad. It's a card, the Ironmonger Research is also a card that people don't go for. Let's see, this is going to be Fast Scorches. We got the Hunkus report since the Warhut Travis and Townsend Travis in Age 2. And we're just building build time as well. 500 coin. Chica Brewing. Got the Kire. Got nothing but drama of these llamas. Which is, they're already pre-fattened. Machu Pikachu, road building. We also got, let's see, Tupac Rebellion. All units become pick up European weaponry. I'm just gonna let you read all that. Chachapoya support. We got the terrace farming. And we got the Son of Inet. Greatly increase the damage of War Chief who inflicts area damage and gains a swashbuckler attack. All action damage plus 500%, so may actually make the War Chief worth a damn in a fight. Now the Age of the Wise Woman. The Swedish player got some Swiss pikemen, does enable them, which would be quite nice. After all, they don't get a pikeman option. They can get a halberdier option from the church. We got enable. So is this a mercenary? It looks like a mercenary Swedish deck, so you may be eyeing for the Irish Brigadiers as well as their place with the Musketeer. They cost 100 coin. They're slightly better than the regular Musketeer, and they also get promotions. Royal Arquebusts are a native unit. Wickenpock Allies is another native unit. Yagalon Allies, another native unit. Larger Hockapelties, get your light cavalry earlier, and 3 Hockapelties. So you can only get the one Saloon as well. Royal Horsemen, which are a mercenary unit, but does not enable them. Royal Horsemen, they says damage units while moving. That is actually a unique formation called Stampede rather than Trample. Yep, yellow has spotted that. His teammate has spotted that, I guess. Let's see, Dutch, bit of Bank, bit of support, bit of Swiss Pikeman. Enables, oh wait, you can get, okay, it's a blue guard deck. You can enable a Pikeman as the Dutch, did not know that. Irish Brigadiers does not enable them. This also makes Swiss Pikemen cheaper. I wonder how effective they are when you make them cheaper. Swiss Pikemen are my favorite mercenary. They do one job and do it very well. And so we do have the revolt to the filibusters. Try and get some outposts here. These outposts are heading back home. I'm not sure where they're actually going. Got Forest Saloon here, so they're going to be aggressive, to say the least. At least the Mexican player. We got the filibusters ransom before. They are a heavy infantry unit with decent siege damage. Slightly better siege damage. Also says here they can construct buildings with dynamite. As it says, construct buildings with dynamite. Just ignore or destroys them with dynamite part. Got around pikemen. That provides some good torch damage. Filibusters will cause some issues, however. He's bringing some Swiss pikemen. Give him good torch. Wait. Going pikemen, Swiss pikemen as a composition? It doesn't upgrade your pikemen to Swiss pikemen. But we can get a side-by-side comparison between the two. And when they get deployed on the field, we'll see what their total cost is, because I don't know their original cost off the top of my head. But I don't think pikemen, Swiss pikemen is a good composition. Because musketeers are just better than them in melee. Though I don't know the stats of the Swiss pikemen on top of my head. Okay, they have 19 damage, which is actually pretty good. They are 2 population, but their cost... Oh, they're pretty cost effective. No, think about it. A pikeman's 80. Which, and so these guys are times 2 pikemen with a slight discount.
Commando? Klaar.
I'm not going to say that name. Even though that ward holds no power over me due to the fact that I'm white. So we got the pikemen push way forward. I suppose they do have more than twice the amount of health. Definitely interesting card. I say it's a good alternative to pikemen, a better alternative to pikemen. We got around Irish Brigadiers played by the Swedish. As well as his Gustavian Guard. His teammate has a good number of filibusters here. These halberdiers will be better than the Swiss pikemen in melee. Offer more damage, but less health. And only taking up 1 population. And also cheaper. We got a round of warriors here.
Ik ben gewond. Ik kan me niet bewegen.
Jungle Bowmen are a good unit at this moment in time. They're fighting against heavy infantry. Just ignore the filibusters explosions. They went to Michael. They got trained by Michael Bay. Got a round of skirmishers here, which is actually a good item in this situation. So Jungle Bowmen and skirmishers are going to be good. They'll lose that structure pretty quickly because Gustavian Guard are pretty good. There's a group of now Irish Brigadiers shipped on in as well. We got some Owl Hoots now pulling the field, as well as some Cowboys. Owl Hoots are the U.S. Renegade Riflemen, but they do have a charge attack as well. Magenta is holding. The Militia and the Irish Brigadiers are a good composition. Jungle Bowmen do force back the Owl Hoots. Got some Halcapeltis here. Got some Bandidos here as well, which are the Mexican version of the Renegado. Renegado. Got a couple banks here. The Dutch have 14 villagers, filibusters have 0. Incans have 31, and the Dutch, or the Swedes, are at 18. So overall, team the north side has clearly a better economy. Banks receiving some damage. They do have a good amount of health to tank with. Puertos fired a couple volleys there. One does go down. It's also got one militiaman still alive, and militiamen, okay, he went down, have good damage. There's some the banditos pushing forward, which they will get bullets after those Irish brigadiers. If I can end the Puertos, he may want to get out some more light infantry or get out some heavy cav to deal with these banditos. Skirmishers are a reasonable option in this situation. Banditos are cost effective, however. Expert versus skirmishers, he needs to get out some hussars. His teammate could go for some machine runners as well. That would be quite reasonable. More skirmishers being pulled on the field. Filibusters are bringing some Greek settlers and also attracts huntables. Attracts huntables to improve production rate, so it can replace the cows with deer. That's actually quite interesting. I like that part. The Incan player could age on up, but not really a good idea. He's going for the chief. Bringing some warriors. Now got a shipment of the Vasa allies, which are a native unit. They take a low population. He's also have a lot of resources aging on up. I think he should be a bit more aggressive to go along with his teammate. Because right now, his teammate is just being aggressive, but he's being a little bit too passive. Let's see, the Mexican player, the filibuster player, may want to start aging on up. Going for another round of filibusters. His max out population space, so going for more of the outlaws wouldn't be half bad. Now there's the Royal Arquebuss, which are a native skirmisher. They have musketeer health, lower range, lower damage than skirmishers, lower multipliers than skirmishers, and they do benefit promotions. I have its high hit points, sort of, and melee damage. Not really. Not too impressed by the Royal Arquebuss, honestly. But they are native units, so they take up no population. Though he does have some spare housing room. He also has a decent amount of wood, so getting out some more torps would not be half bad. He also collected berry bushes. Berry bushes do collect up slower than the local fauna, so this is a bad choice there. Overall, not been too impressed with the Swedish gameplay. Their siege damage is still pathetically bad for a light infantry unit. The filibusters have a good amount of coin. Let's see. Oh, bad boys. What are you going to do when the outlaws come for you? Let's see, he could go for the shipment. I think he's saving up for the shipment. This will enable the US outlaws, which I think are the better outlaws. They also reduce build time by 50%. Just one-time ship. He could have. Let's see. He's going. Let's go with the Quaker guns. You get one random artillery unit and 2 Quaker guns. Quaker guns are their fake artillery units. I don't know if that's good. Quaker Scamble. It is a time you can get it more than once. I think it does cost a bit of resources. That's why you got rid of the one. Okay. I think that's a fake one. Yeah, that's a Quaker gun. So you get actual horse artillery. Okay, that is really good. Horse artillery are better than falconets. Got a big volley there. They have 125 damage and ×3 versus infantry. They will rip apart this army. That single, maybe this the Quaker guns was worth it because that single horse artillery would make a big difference. If we switch to another player, You can see they show us ball from that, so we switch back to the filibuster. You see they are quicker guns. Now we'll get more quicker guns, okay? But this time we got a culverin, which is not good. Culverin was probably the worst thing to get. More would be better, because you can always throw it into structures. The horse artillery is probably the best thing to get. I don't know if you can get anything better than horse artillery. I don't know if you can get heavy cannon. Probably not.
What is your command?
Of course, got yellow fort here. He has aged on up, so has the Infant player. Dutch has not aged on up, and he's losing some infrastructure. He's going for a town militia. Conscriptions probably be very important, plus the extra damage from town center. 135 damage will not one-shot the filibusters, however. Oh, the filibusters have two different hats. There's actually two different skins for the filibusters. I wonder if there's a male and female? No? They just have two different color tones to them. Interesting. Wait, can you change what can you change what the culverins look like? Did he, or the quick guns? Can you? So if you go for mass culverins, it may dissuade your ally from building any artillery. But the Dutch player's age 2, he's not going to get artillery, and it's the Incan. You're not going to see artillery at most captured mortars. There appears to be conscription. We got two proper Falcon supporting this teammate as well. I'm feeling my voice is starting to fail. Got a couple volleys there. Another round of Quaker guns. Let's see. Select the filibuster. Ah, you got another culverin. Ugh, that's bad luck. Chimney runners push way forward. Got Oral Arquebus will have trouble versus them since they are hand shock infantry. You go straight for the Quaker guns and the culverins, all of which are worthless. The horse artillery does go down as well, so chimney runners have to stage a successful breakout. Of course, still got the fort here. I'm not sure what the emergency promotions of the Arquebus do. I think it increased their damage. Yeah, the Quaker shipments were a horrible idea for the filibusters. He just rolled unlucky getting to culverins. But that horse artillery was definitely very good. Oh. And the filibuster player backs out of the game. And so does the Swedish player. Yep. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see, I can't squeeze out one more replay of my voice, because I'm starting to lose my voice. Just do this one. Oops, that was the one I did earlier. As I downloaded that replay twice because I couldn't figure out which recorded game it was. And we'll probably end off the day with 3v3. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. I'm on the south side as the green Mexicans with yoga pants and Joyer. Wait, there's actually a yoga research. No wait, this is... Yes, yoga. So he can get his yoga pants. On the left side as is pink Japanese. We have Delarati, butchered that. And as the yellow Indian player, we have Bernois. On the north side as the Cyan Dutch with King Turk. spawns the red Aztecs. We have Abu 401. And spawns the maroon Hausa, Husua. We got Kinoki. On this map, we got a very important native, the water buffalo. As well as the Bakari Temple, will give you some yoga pants and some war elephants. And the Sufi Mosque will give you access to Quizwas, a heavy range cavalry that's also a lancer. And which you can also get a Sharia law. Let's see, no deck, no deck, no deck, no deck, no deck, deck. Yep, appears to be no decks. He does obtain something, wasn't paying attention to what it was. Red has obtained a Future Darkhawk, which has 35 damage, which is and also 150 health. That is a very good guy. You can put around the Envoy. It wasn't his teammate. Goes for Hunting Doggles, has a shipment available, and let's see what shipment he will go for. Aztecs will go for a number of things. We've got the Team 2v2. He does not have the Team 3 Villager team card, which I think is a bit of a shame. We have Warrior Priests, Slingers, Fencing School, which does not affect Skull Knights or Warrior Priests. Mayan allies, so we got a mix of Eco and some Kyrona stuff. Got Kyrona Temple, we got the Villager Temple, Eagle Runner Knight Temple, so he's going for a Shock Army, and some Arrow Knights and Slingers. So quite a bit of temples here, and quite a bit of Eco cards, but does also have all the Knight Combat cards and the Slinger card. No Skull Knights. Skull Knights are definitely one of the best units in the entire game, in my opinion. One of my favorite units as well. We do now have the Messenger. The Messenger is attack. Indian players aging up with the Agri Fort, a glorified outpost. It's not like a ship there, and almost has enough for another. Hausa player aging up with the Hausa. No team cards, looks like standard Hausa. Japanese. Oh yes, research Team Qingdando. Very good card. Effectively gave their team plus 24% collection rate. One team card. Looks like gonna be Fast Fortress. Somewhat Fast Fortress. Definitely Eco deck. He has dojos as well, so he's gonna be economical. We also got the rare Yasume Archer attack. Veteran Battery. Flaming costs and training time decrease. Huh. So it's a Flaming Arrow deck? That's interesting. What's this here? Mortar range. So we got an artillery Japanese deck. That's interesting, but for cavalry archers. Team Wood Push. We got a very revolting Mexican. Palabro, so he's maybe eyeing for a Lancer. Okay, so he is playing something for a fast revolt, because Team Wood Push, I see no team cards here. Rush Fight, don't know 2T. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Looks like economical, but it's labeled Rush, I'm not sure. It does have the team infantry hit points. Okay, the Indian player has gone for a 3v3 deck. Does give a team 2 flail elephants in age 2. Okay, that's a interesting card. Could be pretty powerful, honestly. Oh, we got an age 4 team card. Your entire team gets all units plus 5 damage plus 5 hit points. That's pretty nice. That's actually probably even decent for our non-team card. So we got elephants. I heard elephants are quite sadistic. Magenta has claimed 2 trading posts. Pink has claimed 1 over here, so they may see some conflict here. Yellow's claimed 1. Red's claimed 1. Only person who doesn't have a trading post is Cyan. And he can get one right here. So he's going for this. Nope, that is a magenta trading post there. Now it's a cyan flag. sepoys there, gunning down the envoy. Let's see. We do have a round of raiders, which is not the Songhai big button raiders, so raiders are going to be torching down. Raiders do have decent torch damage, like the Mongol Steppe Riders. Raiders and Mongol Steppe Riders are pretty similar. Okay, he was gunning down these monks there, not the guy of the cart. I don't know why, it looked like he was trying to gun down the guy of the cart. Those guys do go down. Oh, got some insurgents there. The Aztec war chief will go down. How insulting. Red is deploying out a war hut here. Green could intercept it. Alsa has a shipment available. Builders. Okay, so the Mexican player is not revolting just yet. He's aging up. Got the very rare age 3 for the Mexicans, going for the Sonora. Monkeys being gunned down. Shipment available. Not sure what he's going to be eyeing. Oh, he goes for the Tlaxcala textiles. Monkeys slapping the explorer, the funny guy. Shipment available for the Aztecs. Only the Dutch is aged on up to age 3, but we know the Mexican player is also aging up. Aztecs bring a shipment of gold or coin. Raiders against these damage there. We've got Order Baristos, which is a horrible item against these raiders. These are heavy cap. These guys are light infantry units. And it's actually shipped from the Japanese. I don't know why. I thought that was from the... I was like thinking, oh yeah, an Ethiopian player. But no, that is not Ethiopian. There's no Ethiopian here. We got the Akin, and also going for some Kingdom Builders. ×2 Kingdom Builders now on the field. More insurgents for the Mexicans. Now we got the church research for the Dutch, religious freedoms. Insurgents are technically the counter to raiders. They do have a ×3 multiplier. They're basically a fast or a cheap Rodialo. It will be pretty... I think those insurgents may actually win versus these raiders. Be cutting a little bit on the closer side. There's the Kingdom Builders. Brings in the university and the fort there. As was next to the trading post, so this will give him quite a bit of influence over the region. Going some coffee trade. Got a bank boom here by the Dutch. He has currently 5 out of 5. This one will improve the building by what, 2? Yep, it improves it by 2. Reduces the health though. We got now some Aztec slingers here, which can be easy to report these insurgents. And does take those guys out pretty quickly there. We got a good number of sepoys, so the slingers will be just fine against this guy. Got some Raputs, which are shock infantry. Pretty sure they're shock, right? Oh, they died pretty quickly. No, they're actually heavy infantry, so they are... I got them mixed up the Solvi warriors. So, these guys will rip apart the heavy infantry, no problem, being a skirmisher. We got some more insurgents here. Brahmin does go down. Root here takes good damage. And that is Team Northside, Akin and Nobles. Slingers are excellent. What makes them so good is, in comparison to crossbowmen, they are cheaper than crossbowmen. They have the same range crossbowmen. They have twice attack speed, while more than half the damage. Does a half damage be 8? They have 9. And they have full ×2 multiplier. These guys are far superior than crossbowmen. They do have less health, but you primarily build light infantry units for damage. We got another castle and university there. The Super player is really trying to exert some influence over the region. Those units will go on down. Nice thing about also the slingers, they have a really fast windup and projectile speed. So, compared to, like, say, archaic archers, not necessarily crossbowmen, they are very responsive and they get their damage in quickly and a lot less overkill with the ×2 attack speed. I think that's the biggest benefit compared to crossbowmen, is the responsiveness of the unit. Got Daimyo here, as well as a number of Saltieros, light infantry units, as well as some Dragoons, light cavalry. Gate receiving some damage. And we got the Super player has now aged on up, so has the Japanese player. He's got the Golden Pavilion now in the field. Or no, he's infiltrated the... He has the spotting thing. Got the Toshiguro Shrine. There's a ×2 shrine, the Shogunate, which is with 12 and redeploy out Daimyo. He has some dojos on the field, which are currently deploying out archers, and the other one's being built, so the Yumi archers. He has a great Buddha there, which does give him the well, temporary spots. We got a big round of war camps here. The Suez is going to ramp up production and gain quite a bit of influence there. The only way to improve the influence even more, you need to get out town centers to go along with them, which are a bit more on the expensive side. Let's see, he has gotten Japanese isolation as well. Saltieros engaging. Best way to help engage with light infantry is you can go for the Quills of Loss, which are heavy range cavalry. We've got a decent amount of heavy or light cavalry to engage those guys. Lifted nice support in the field. We do got a good number of champion riders here, so we've got quite a bit heavy cav. The dragons will get some good damage onto them. We've got a number of war elephants here. This one mount house, I should more precisely say. Heavy calves taking quite a bit of damage there from the root here. Got Saltieros, we're not going to be good against them. Akin to Nobles could stand around and fight, and roll some fire, stall his opponent, and allow them to escape. Got some Eagle Runner Knights, which are range shock infantry. And I didn't realize how range shock infantry is in the game, but that actually is a pretty rare unit type. Champion Raiders taking some damage here, so those some nice Dragoons push way forward. We got a number of light cavalry here as well, so the magenta heavy cav composition has not been good. You may want to stop producing the heavy cav and start getting some other things. The fort here is taking a bit of damage. Slingers sort of get overran. There's a lot of light infantry fighting here. Heavy cav push way forward. They'll find an opportunity to engage all the light infantry. This is where they will shine right here. So we've got a number of dragoons this region. Route here is going to go on down. Now the archers engaging. Magenda's force is being cleaned up. There's a lot of fire there. He got a little bit overran. North side. Red. What does Red have on the field? He has. Oh, he also has slingers. Going for bringing back his war chief. Oh, he has been resurrected. Going for Shemus slingers or the Slinger Temple, which is very nice. He is not aged up while his teammates is aged on up. Only the Japanese players aged on up for the team south side. More sea poison brought in, bringing some red coats as well. Just want to bring in some heavy cav. The overall slingers still be pretty good. Eagle Runner Knights, not so much. They're not fighting against both a good number of heavy cav. Yeah, I think that Slingers and Coyote Runners are probably the way to go for the Aztec player. Also, player has a shipment available. Also bring a good number of villagers. Champion Livid Knights being pulled on the field. Japanese players bring a good number of villagers as well. He has multiple town centers queued on up. And the Mexican players bring in villagers who is Haciendas. He also has quite a bit of resource stockpiled on up. He may be eyeing for a revolt. Routier is pushing forward. He is also age 3, has not aged up to age 4 just yet. Slinger is pushing forward, getting some decent damage there. We've also got some Eagle Runner Knights mixed on in, which the light infantry will rip them apart. They also have a slightly less damage versus infantry, but they do have twice the times to attack speed. Livid Knights push way forward. They do have mixed armor as their effect, plus a bit of AoE to them. Here is getting overrun, but it looks like they also getting overkilled by the Saltieros. Livid Knights, however, getting overran by the Dragoons caused a bit of an issue there. Livid Knights now trying to engage those Saltieros. There's also some Gurkhas here. See Poison Redcoats pushing way forward. The Aztec player backed out of the game, and the Mexican player has revolted to the Yucatan. That structure does go down. Dutch player seems to fire. Livid Knights push way forward. There's a 2v3. Now, Japanese archers push forward. They do have decent range for a light cavalry unit, and also good anti-artillery multipliers. They're overall a decent unit. They have good range, good damage, and good multipliers. They are 2 population. I think they're also a bit more expensive than regular Routiers. Now we've got Carbiner Routier. This is a war game. What do you expect? Heavy infantry pushing forward, being put on off there. Of course, Red's villagers are idle. We now have the Soul Shreddes. Aussians gather in a toggle that allows workers to gather wood. Okay. And now we've got the factories being shipped on them. I'm not sure what wood gather on Hacienda is going to be useful for. Maybe it's useful. I have no idea. Now the archers moving around. Let's see, it doesn't appear to be any upgrades on these forts. The siege damage is okay. But we've got a number of the Japanese mortars deployed on the field. And they should be able to get some excellent damage on these structures. Bombard attacks against structures? Or is that some sort of like a charge attack or a special attack? Either way, that's 500. War camp does go down. Villagers trying to escape to the town center. And he does find the mortars there. He does lose a couple of the war camps, but those are replaceable. Root heroes are engaging. Lifted Knights are on the field. They will be countered. Going those Lifted Knights not great. We've got a massive number of field guns here. Upgraded Falconets. They got a decent hold of the archers. But gotta be careful around these guys. These guys do have a ×8 multiplier for artillery. They are an anti-artillery unit. It's actually a decent number of these mounted archers still alive there as well. Ending relations with whoever the Indian player has. We got a good number of these elephants here. A bunch of light cavalry. Quote unquote cavalry. Quote unquote light of 72 damage. 6 population. And calling them light elephants is a bit of a weird thing to say as well. Good number of Saltieros there. Got a good number of Routier. And there are, of course, Carabiner Routier. The Royal Guard version of them. Which I think they have, what, increased health? They are one population unit, but right now they have nearly a plus 100% health. Maybe get some cards to go along with that. Okay, this is the Revolution deck, if you want to take a quick look at that. Dutch hasn't... Oh, he does have the Cavalry Combat card there that may have helped him get that increased health as well, as being plus 50% in H4. Got some Redicoats and Sepoys here. Routier gains good games on all the elephants. Something went down there, I'm not sure what it was. But looks the elephants will just get overran. The heavy infantry units may want to just pull up, switch the bayonets, start stabbing the horses. We just got a very good number of Routier. He's almost maxed out villagers. He has a great number of banks. I think it's bank. Nope, he can still get 2 more. Overall, in a 2v3, they're doing quite well. I don't know if teammates back out, if your other teammates get any benefits. Would be quite nice if you get some sort of benefit if you have your teammates back of the game, like some sort of percentage multiplier economy per dropped out teammate. If you really want to try to win a 2v3. Sarkio's engaging. He has another shrimp available. He's needing 4,000 coin. He could eye for a revolt right now. He has a good amount of reasons. Oh, he's revolting. South Africa, which can give him Imperial War Wagons, right? Among some other things. I don't know what else they get, like weird war garrisonable wagons, truck wagons. Which apparently the more guys garrison inside, the more damage they do. Faster, stronger, the more units are garrisoned. Don't know how that works. Villagers are migrating around. Got quite a bit of artillery push here. And got the level 2 revolt for the Yucatans. So now they're what? Incans, right? Or Mayans. So they can brace the Mayan counter and cause the end of the world. Mortars engaging, gain some splash damage there. Their splash damage is... They have a good splash radius. Sounds like a great splash damage. They're okay against that. Now we've got the quarter coast firing moving around. Got the Imperial War Wagons for the South Africans. You also retain all your villagers as well, so your economy is not interrupted with this one. Here, disables a war route here, disables the dragoons. I'm assuming, yeah, it does not replace the Carabiners War Wagons, that would be stupid. But now he has access to Imperial War Wagons. So he has an H5 unit available. Some other stuff. Increase bank, deliver to bank wagons, add to bank build limit. You can get a lot of banks as the South Africans. Plus you get a coin, or a diamond mine, which basically lasts, what, has 100,000 coin in it, or 1,000,000 coin. It won't expire. Liffin Knights charging way forward, get some damage on these mortars. We got a good number of these Quarto light cavalry units. Yakin and Knobles are of course a musketeer with less damage, bit of AoE to them. Good against all those light cavalry. Also a number of the Saltierdo Balls Avenger. I have no idea what make of them. They seem to have pretty good damage. Also, bringing the Rasado gives you capital and upgrades also some capital research. Asks factories of food, because right now he has plenty of coin. He could go for around mercenaries. He has plenty of coin to roll out some expensive mercenaries. More war wagons to be shipped on in. We got the peace treaty or ceasefire possibility. A good number of Gurkhas in the field going for castle defenses. Oh, I didn't realize Sign pushing all the way over here. The mine players are going to take some severe damage by these light cavalry. Your war wagons have nearly 1,000 health and also 86 damage. These villagers actually have 25 damage. They actually are combat capable. And 200 health. They're basically, no, they're basically militiamen. They don't degrade and expensive to replace. Gutierrez getting some good damage there. War wagons moving around. Truck wagons streaming on in. Not sure what Yellow's doing. He has the rat. The I don't know why I thought rat. Keeper of the rats. That's why I thought rat. The light infantry are definitely going to be good. Actually, no. These guys have no damage multiplier versus light infantry. They are. These guys are heavy infantry. Okay. So they're a Caroline Revolutionary hybrid. We need Saltierdos against all these guys. We also got the truck wagons. They're there. They're helping, drawing some fire from the war wagons. Indian player has knowledge militia shipment available. Indian relationships. He's going for some Gurkhas, which is going to be a good idea for some war wagons. We got more of the heavy infantry push way forward. So overall, light infantry is still the good composition for these team south side. Gatling camels. Mercenary Gatling camels gains good damage, but they're taking a bit of AoE. They need to be in some sort of split up formation. Those dojos have gone down. Gains some good damage there. Got the Emirs getting gunned down by a large number of bullets from camels. Got some Gurkhas here. War wagons still causing some issues. Got 73 villagers versus 92 versus 72 versus 58 versus 50 versus abandoned. Heroes tooting their horns. And Liffin Knights, of course, going to be reasonably effective. These guys don't. Wait. Okay, the Avengers are the light infantry unit, while the infantry are the heavy infantry. Okay. So he does have light infantry units. Okay, that's good. But these are, of course, heavy cav, and you don't want to use light infantry against them. Does take out some of the Falconets there with his mounted archers. Very good. War wagons moving around. The light infantry could engage them. Got these war wagons push way forward. Gurkha's doing some decent work there, but of course these are H5 units. And these guys, they're honored, so they are H4. But the difference in age is very important. They're trying to gun down the Red Fort. Because after all, he was South African, he was Dutch, so he wanted the Blue Fort rather than the Red Fort. War wagons engaging some of these mortars up there are flaming arrows. The Knights still causing issues here. Also got a number of raiders here to help out as well. Looks like the raiders got a bit of AoE to them now. I'm not sure what upgrade they've got to keep them akin to a Lancer variant. Got some. Here's the infantry, which are of course the musketeer variant, which he does need a handful of them. Trim available for the Indian player. What should go for? Probably the team tactics. House up player. Going for a whole lot of nothing. He's not a pop cap at the moment. He can pull out some stuff. You also may want to find some rectify this lack of coin income. I see some mines still on the field, I believe. Got a Shogun being shipped on in. Japanese player. Gets all the heavy. He may want to go for Ashgar Musketeer and Flaming Arrows. I would say it's a good composition. Though right now, Flaming Arrow plus the Mounted Arch is not a bad composition either. I think he should go for more Flaming Arrows against all the Ankanaka Nobles. Losing a mass number of villagers. The Japanese player is down to 20 villagers. I think the Japanese player is disintegrating. The Mayan player never really got a whole large amount of villagers. He is still building villagers though. And the Indian player still has a good number of Gurkhas here. He has 65 villagers. He's lost a good number of villagers. He still has the Korean Mata. But we've got a good number of the heavy cav here. They have AoE, they have bonus infantry, so these light infantry units are going to get ripped apart by the raiders. War wagons can trying to pick up more villagers. I think, yeah, Team Southside's gone casting GG's. These age 5 units are causing issues. Though he is producing a good number of Gurkhas, just need more. He actually needs better, faster production speed at this moment. He's activated Ceasefire, which will give them a brief window to regroup. I think the Japanese player is pretty much knocked out of the game. Yep, they're just gonna go. He's going straight for the Korean Mata. Here's a good number of Gurkhas. He's able to stall out for one round of Gurkhas. And the Mayan player backs on the game. This is probably going to be the end of the game. But yeah, it's pretty much over. I'm just going to fast forward the rest of it. My voice is starting to go out. More Gurkhas. And yep, Team Southside has finally surrendered. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on the next replay. As I mentioned beforehand, my voice is going out, so that shall be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.